¿Qué onda, familia? What's up, everybody? Pinche Al here. And you know what? Just chilling, doing some editing. Just finishing up the MK6 Raceline coilover install right now. We're going to be uploading that pretty much as we are talking and just saying what's up, Had a crazy week. Been very, very busy. For sure, trying to get things done. You guys don't understand like the amount of little time I have to get a lot of stuff done this week. First things first, what's going on, Tiny? Shirts. I understand there is a huge delay on them, and I'm sorry for that. You guys don't understand how sorry I am. ¿Qué onda, Dale? What's up? You guys don't understand. I'm super sorry about the delay on shirts, but what's up, Dub Invasion? Take it out and bring it out to you guys. I bought pretty much a $5,000 plus taxes after everything, $6,000 DTG printer. What is that? It's called a direct to garment printer. What that does, I put a t-shirt on it. It literally is a printer and it prints shirts for me. It broke 2 days after I put it all together and used it. What's going on, Cleveland? What's going on? It broke. And because of that, I am on a standstill to a point on shirts. I went to a local shop here. I live in Escondido. I went down to the city next to me, San Marcos. There's a shop called Instant Imprints. They make shirts. They use the same machine that I use, which is cool because I know how the t-shirts are going to come out, and they're quick. Problem is, they're not very quick. They're not instant. They pretty much charge you based off of design, the amount of ink, the t-shirts. So it sucks. I have 22 shirts on order. Okay, understand that. You guys ordered 22 shirts. And that's why I immediately put all my shirts out of stock or unavailable on my online store. And how can I say, I'm sorry. I mean, I am sorry. I'm all giving everybody the option for full refund or giving you guys, just wait. I'm working on it. Now, because of this situation happening, all the shirts that I'm making, I am making $0 off of. And all honestly, I'm actually paying them to give you guys your products and making zero. I'm actually going to probably be out by $50 to $70 negative in the scenario. No money is coming to Pinche Al's Garage at all for this situation. And it's okay. You guys got to understand. That's okay. It's not your fault. It's my fault. Why? Because my stuff broke. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. And I want to take care of you guys because that's what we do. We take care of each other as a community, So that is the current situation about shirts. Okay. Oh, well, it is what it is. Yeah, I would be pissed, Tiny. I agree. I would be pissed, but I'm not that kind of person. They're fixing it. I just drove. The company is actually in Irwindale, California. They're about an hour and 45 minutes away from my house, hour and a half, give or take. And my wife and I drove all the way to them to drop off the machine and get it serviced, or I'm just going to end up getting my money back if it doesn't get taken care of, period. This is the second week. So I gave it to him last week before I left on vacation. Okay. So the situation happened prior to me leaving on vacation. And then I went to Instant Imprints to get it taken care of. Still waiting for a solution. Now, there are some people that are kind of angry. That's okay. You guys have a choice. You can get all your money back. I'm not keeping any of it. I'm actually not making money. And that's okay. I'm not supposed to in this scenario because, again, my machine broke. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. I'm taking care of the people who are loyal, who understand. And because of that, I'm going to be giving you guys extra stuff on your shirts. So when you guys receive your order, you will be receiving an extra perk. So don't worry about it. There's going to be some cool stuff for you guys, okay? Just because of the delay, I'm going to give you guys some extra stuff. Again, thank you for waiting and being patient with me, because that is, unfortunately, it sucks. You gave someone money, you're waiting for a product. Turn time isn't as fast. My typical turn time is usually a week. You know, people don't understand. This is a two-person operation. It's me and my wife. That is it. On occasion, I have a friend who comes over and helps me out. You know, what's going on, Johnny boy? I have a friend, my buddy Will, comes over and helps me out, helps me pick stickers. My wife does a lot. And she just washed my blanket. No. My blanket was officially properly stinky the way I like it. And you just washed it. It's okay. We're allowed to have a special blanket. And that blanket was marinated in my juices for weeks. Because I got it the way right now I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going back over here on YouTube. Because these people understand. Wow. Sorry, guys, you had to hear that. So sorry. Right? Exactly, Tiny. No, I'm reading the comments. Tiny's all like, "It's messing up with the program. I sure it was nice and stiff." I'm like, yeah, it's quality. Quality stank. It's my stank. You don't understand. It's my brand. I like my brand. And then you go and just ruin it. Johnny, I blew my 1.8T. It's time to build it, fool. Build your 1.8T, bro. It's time. Exactly, Dub Invasion. It does suck, but what really sucks, it's a brand new machine that broke. That's what sucks. No, I don't want to smell it. It smells washed. Get it out of my face. Nah, so I'm gonna keep pushing way cheaper. Cállate, Tiny. You're always so cheap, fool. Dude, freaking Carlene. McDubbin just gave us $50. Huh? Not because you washed my blanket. No, he's paying us for the loss. Because we're going to end up paying for all the shirts that are, at the company. I'm like, he doesn't have to do that. Oh, I thank you. And, later if you want a little, I give you one over the internet. One of those VR experiences. Yeah, I'll put it on the store for McDubbin. The McDubbin. Yeah, it's a Patreon perk strictly for McDubbin. Jesus, dude. See what happens when you become a Patreon member? Yeah, see what happens when you become a Patreon? You get a little. Jesus. So we'll talk later. Yeah. Does he want a toaster? We can send him a turbo toaster, huh? Does he know about the? I don't think he knows about the turbo toaster. Has he? Johnny Boy's like, I'm dead. When will the skid plates be available? Philip Gray, very, very soon. Thank you for mentioning that, because that's actually part of tonight's conversation. Holy crap, Dub Invasion just sent me $19.99. No, not for washing the blanket. I'm not getting paid for doing house chores. Yeah, you don't get paid for house chores. You get paid with love. This guy over here. Don't pay my wife any money for doing house chores. Do not donate any money for that. I will be angry with you people.
They can donate to me.
No. Yeah.
That's on you.
No, Curly.
Leave that out.
What? Yeah. Oh gosh. Dude, you guys don't understand. No, you can't wax me again. No.
Highest donation gets to pick apart.
No. Don't listen to her, guys. I'm not waxing anything off my body ever again. Shit was painful, by the way. I did a fundraiser on my YouTube channel 2 years ago.
No, that was like
Because the burnt Mark 4 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, I did a fundraiser to raise money for my Mark 4 burning down. So
To fix the other.
yeah, to start fixing my other Mark 4, and I did this live, by the way. I literally just grabbed my shirt, pulled it up, and I got my whole nip waxed.
That was highest bidder. Tisha got dibs.
Yeah, my friend Tisha got dibs.
She wanted the nips.
And she did it herself personally and literally waxed my nips. I cried, by the way, like a little girl. I don't care what you people say. Women have all the strength in the world to get waxed because I ain't fucking ever doing that again.
You're giving birth to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and giving birth. But I think waxing my nips was like as painful as giving birth. I think so.
See, we can do another fundraiser.
No, we're not doing another fundraiser. No.
Corrado fundraiser. Woo!
Why would we need a Corrado fundraiser?
Put money for the Corrado.
No, we have enough money for the.
Wax.
No, we're not doing. No.
For the wax.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna get back to actual on topic. Wife.
Or your car wash.
I'm not doing a car wash unless Tiny does it with me or Ray, and we'll be all wear Daisy Dukes. Dude, yes, I will. I thank you, Dub Invasion, for mentioning that. That's actually, again, that's things. These are all things I'm actually going to talk about tonight. Thank you about that. Thank you. Okay, back on subject. She's gone. We can start talking about cars. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't need to know about that. So first thing. So yeah, the shirts are on delay. Don't worry about it, guys. They're getting worked on. Again, McDubbin and Dub Invasion literally paid for my loss. So now I'm in zero debt. Whatever. Thank you, though, McDubbin and Dub Invasion. You guys understand. From my family to yours, that gets me there. So that's awesome. You guys understand. I got to hold back. I know I'm trying to change subjects here for the next step. So today, I went to the shop and worked all day with my buddy Ben from Bud Built Designs. And we made a Mark IV custom skid plate and bracket. We've been designing this skid plate for the past 2-3 weeks and been working around ideas to make sure that the skid plate makes sense. Okay. What do I mean by making sense? Well, number one, skid plates are one of those things that where, how can I say, is a weird market. If you go online, skid plates are very expensive. Skid plates are actually, on average, $200 to almost $300+ and that doesn't even include your shipping costs, which is probably another $100+ to ship a skid plate because it's such a large piece, and it's very heavy and it's an awkward dimension. So you're gonna look about $100 just to ship the product. So my buddy and I I came up with the idea. Ben from Bud Built Designs, he's the guy who, when I come up with ideas, he makes them reality. That's how we work. We work back and forth that way. So when I come up with something and he looks at it in an engineering standpoint, if it works and makes sense, we do it. Period. Okay. Dale, anything in the United States is about, like I said, it's about $100. No, Dub, I want to see that though. Send me some pics or tag me in something. I'd love to see it. So we designed a skid plate. If you ever look at other people, they bolt on underneath the car and they use like the engine to bolt onto, and it's only like a little piece of aluminum, and they charge like $150 or $200 for this piece of aluminum that just covers the oil pan, which is not what we want in a Mark IV, because the oil pan hits the besides the oil pan hitting the dog bone, there's a little lip on the dog bone that always scrapes when you pretty much have a lowered car. So the goal is to kind of like build around those areas and cover it all, so we don't scrape anything but the skid plate. Now, I'm a guy who designs things in my brain and thinks about growing what you get. I like being creative. I like thinking out of the box. I like thinking, hey, what else can you do with the skid plate? Well, number one, the bracket that we designed for the skid plate that bolts on to your body, not to the engine, not to the radiator. It actually bolts onto your body. So if you ever look inside a Mark IV, you have the two big rails that go across, right? Those rails that go all the way across are what we call frame rails that go across, and then they have these arms that go down where your cross member or your core support beam that bolts onto. Well, we designed it that it bolts onto the back of that and uses that whole bar as support for strength. And then we use angle iron, because it's a very strong steel, to bolt onto that. And then we welded everything together as one bracket. And then the skid plate itself covers the entirety underneath of your car. Okay, so think about that. Now, if you guys haven't seen the pictures, I can show you guys that in just a moment. Hold on, buddy. What did you do? Dude, you all right? Jeez, you wrecked that foot, man. Oh, man. You did a good job. You did a good number on that. No, Johnny, they are not similar. B5, the reason why they're called B5 chassis is because they're Audi chassis. They actually use an Audi as your body. That's why it's called the B series. I'll show you. It's pretty gnarly. That's what happened to Dub Invasion's foot. Hopefully it's okay for me showing you. Yeah. Dude, that sucks, man. Sorry, dude. So sorry. Okay, we gotta change subjects. So, oh yeah, dude. That's a good burn. I've had one of those before. So, if you guys could see, this is the actual skid plate, okay? This giant piece of steel. See this right here, this bar? That's actually the support that bolts on. That's what actually bolts onto the body of the car, not the radiator support. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I agree. Hope it heals quick. So that skid plate literally is the width of your subframe by the mounts of your steering rack. So what we do is that we use the steering rack as the mounting points for the skid plate. And that skid plate goes all the way from the back to the front of your car. Now think about that. Now you can literally drop your car to the ground and not worry about damaging your oil pan, number one, or your subframe. You literally can just lay frame and drive and not worry about it as much. To a point, obviously, because you don't want to lay frame and drive because you're just going to destroy the car. But that is the idea. Now, the reason why I came up with the idea to go across is one very, very, very big reason. On the front of your car, how dope would it be to have something different? AKA, I designed it so you can make it, my skid plate, my bracket design is what we call modular. In other words, we can add things to it. Okay? So the problem is with a lot of bumpers now these days are made out of cheap plastic or fiberglass, and you can't bolt anything to it because you'll damage it. Plain and simple. Well, with our design bracket, we can now literally put splitters. We can design a diffuser, a special lip if you want something super custom, and it bolts onto it. Okay? So if you got that really cool R32 bumper or a GLI bumper or just a nice GTI bumper that you want like a special lip or maybe something to protect your lip, you know, again, like if you have an R32 or if you have a GLI, and you know those lips, they cost a fortune. You're looking at $200 for a stupid piece of lip like this big. And when we drop our cars, those lips like to crack, scrape, get damaged. Why not fix that problem and make a bolt-on diffuser or a splitter that goes underneath in front of it, and now you just worry about damaging that versus that. And the beauty of it, it's bolted onto steel. Okay, it bolts onto steel, so you don't worry about stuff going flexing and then cracking and looking stupid on the road when you park your car and you pull it out and it just pulls your bumper off. No. It's not going to pull anything off because it's bolted onto the body, and it's just going to scrape versus rip out. So that is what we designed with this new skid plate bracket design that we're working with. So that's super, super cool. Now, the next thing about the skid plate, again, going back to its modular design where we have a bunch of extra holes bolted in, made into it. And the reason why is that a lot of people have different type of engine setups based off of like, say, hey, I have, an oil cooler, or hey, I got I want to protect these items because it rains a lot in this area, or I want to protect, because I live in an area with a lot of dirt and gravel, and it'll mess up your pulleys or scrape stuff. Well, we have holes on the side of the skid plate. Obviously, it's not shown in there. We have holes on the side of it where you can say that you can go on our online store and be like, oh, look, here's a little 90-degree steel plate or aluminum plate that covers that side of your car, and you bolt it on and you have protection, so I don't charge you for stuff you don't want. I'm going to charge you for the base platform, and then you want to add add-ons. Like I want to make that protector, number one. So it's going to have a little 90-degree that covers that side of the engine where all the pulleys are. Don't tell me right now. I've been working on that Corrado engine, by the way, too. It's almost done. It's already pretty much fully assembled. I'm waiting on 2 valves for the head, and then it's done. I just got to slap it all together and get it all done. But yeah, buddy, I know how you feel. I can't wait to start building that Corrado finally, actually assembling it. I'm right there. Tuesday or Wednesday is pretty much the final assembly on that block. So I'm very excited. So that's the whole point of this skid plate design, is that it's going to be designed so you can add multiple things or remove multiple things to prevent or increase some type of aesthetics. Skid plates, obviously, for actual performance. You don't break anything. Debris, rain. That's one design that's coming up next. So after that, we got a new product already in the works. The new product is a custom airbox for you guys with performance in mind. We're going to be designing an airbox that's actually a cold air intake box. Yeah, it sounds weird, but listen, you guys will understand this, okay? Tiny. So the dope thing is that you're kind of making the plastics that normally fall off, but out of aluminum or steel. That could be dope, especially for some who like to be polished or chrome details. Exactly. Can't wait to win the raffle. Yep. Now, the custom airbox is interesting because we're going to design it with battery relocation in mind. The airbox will not work unless you have your battery relocated in the trunk, period. And this is one reason why. The factory airbox is a little tiny box. It's very restrictive for high performance. Oh, I will. I'm actually considering that too. Ever since I opened up the hood of my Corrado, I'm all like, that's a hole. There's just a hole there that goes into the cab. That's so stupid. But it's another idea. Believe me, it's already in mind, buddy. So once you relocate your battery, you have this gigantic hole on the right side of your engine bay, right? There's this big hole that's like, I say about 4 to 5 inches in diameter, where cold air intakes go down and they put a filter down there. And it's really like, hey, here's an intake that goes all the way in. What people don't see and think about is like, this big aluminum pipe sits in a heated air cabin. And it's just basically hot air. So what's the point of this cold air box or tube or intake? There isn't one. That's just heat. It's just you're sucking in heat. Here is my idea. And the reason why it's going to be dope, because it's going to be modular. Just like our intake system, our skid plate, it's going to be modular. So some people just want a heat shield, right? So usually you have your intake that goes in from, the back, comes over, and then it's just intake. Well, a lot of cars, like on the Mark 6s and the Mark 7s, they have this cool little like heat shield that goes around and just a filter that goes in, and that's it. Well, big turbo guys or KO4 guys, these are all going to fall within your guidelines because, again, it's modular. You can do whatever you want with it. It's designed to be universal, and it's designed for you to tinker with it. That's the whole point of this airbox that we're designing. So back to what we're thinking about. So here's your intake, right? And you have that big hole on the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to design this metal heat shield. It's going to have holes on the side of it, tabs on top with like threads. These threads allow you to add stuff to it, add-ons. So this heat shield, this heat shield starts off as a heat shield, okay? So think about this. Have you ever seen the New Speed heat shield? It's just like a little square box, but that's it. You paid $150 for that square box that literally just sucks in hot air, but it looks dope in your engine bay. So why not give you guys the ability to make a box? If you're like, oh, well, I got a stock car. Here's this heat shield, looks good, gives me the option to put whatever size filter I want in it, and it prevents as much heat as possible from soaking into that area. The next idea is these holes in these tabs. You go like, oh, Here's an upgrade. Here's a stage 1 upgrade. It's a metal cover that goes on top that you bolt onto it, and now you have a sealed box with your filter inside, and now only cold air goes into it. So it looks dope. You have this gorgeous box. We can give you guys the options to have cutout logos or no logos at all. So just a nice, clean aluminum or steel box that's in there. So like say, assume, again, it's modular. So you got options to mess around with this box. So now you added the top portion of it. You're like, oh, well, I'm going big turbo. Okay. Thank you, Vanilla. Awesome. Obviously, they're not going to be carb legal. Not even at all. So next time you're like, oh, I got to go big turbo. So I got to go bigger hole and everything. Don't worry about it. It's designed to be modular. You're going to have different sizes. We're going to give you the ability to have different sizes. 2.5 inch to 3 inch holes. Here's a plate. You bolt it on. It comes with a 3 inch hole. Here's a plate. Bolt it on. 2.5 inch. Bolt on. Done. No buying other full intakes. You're going to spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. Okay. So again, now I have this different larger size. Bam, bigger filter, more flow, more performance. We're going to bring it up another notch for you guys. If you guys have a GTI bumper, a Jetta bumper, R32 bumper, any of the 3 bumpers, doesn't matter. You know that little bottom portion on your bumper where your fog lights go or just those ugly grills go? No more. Think of the past. We're going to design something that bolts right in, and you can hook up a proper filter or piping that gives you true cold air intake. And what's going to happen is that it's going to scoop in, and it's going to plug into that bottom of that box. Okay? So, number 1, you're not going to have to worry about, all this water is going to get sucked in. No. Because it's not attached to anything. It's just going to bring cold air into your engine bay. Number 1. So, your filter is going to suck all that beautiful cold air because you got a tube that goes all the way up into that cold box. And now you got exactly just like the FK ducts, but with piping, with proper plumbing that goes into the air box. We're going to design all of this so it's a bolt-on for you guys. It's an add-on to your air box. Okay? This is the beauty of the design that we're making. So when you buy my heat shield, it's already pre-designed that you're going to be adding more to it. It's designed that you're going to be, you know what? I bought the heat shield for $50, $70 or $100, whatever it's going to cost. Now I want to up the ante with more performance, more cooling, better enclosure. Here's this beautiful piece of steel aluminum that's going to go right on top of it, properly sealed, of course, with bolting. And then, boom, slap in an even bigger filter. Now it's an enclosed box. Bam. Okay, she rides garage. What about the rain? That's the point. There's a pipe that goes into the box. It doesn't go down into the box. It goes down, and up. The filter sits up here. It's not attached to the filter. So you're sucking cold air in no matter what, but the water will never go into the air filter because gravity, water is heavier than air. Gravity is just going to push it right back down. You're never going to have to worry about sucking water in like a cold air intake does, because a cold air intake is an entire pipe that goes all the way down. And when water hits that pipe, you're sucking water in, guaranteed. Period. There's no way around that. You're going to suck water in. That's why AEM came out with the bypass, which is kind of like unless you decide to go mudding, correct, and it's just a clogged hole. Whole different scenario, though. That falls under a different category. So, again, cold air intakes, none of them have been actually proven horsepower unless they're literally in a cold day little bit of horsepower. They just make really cool noises. Honestly, that's all they do. This is a different design. It's meant to work for your car, and it's meant to work for your performance. On top of that, you're going to get the option to make it modular. In other words, you design it yourself. You want it to come out. When you guys order the top cover or the side covers, we'll give you guys the option as well to have cutouts. So if you guys want to have a logo on it, on top of it, those are your choices. I'm going to give you guys those choices because it's going to be fun. You can have a fully custom airbox that no one else will ever have because you wanted that design on that, because we can cut it out. We have a plasma cutter. We have a plasma CNC, so we can cut out designs and do some cool logos on there, for car show stuff. Why not? Extra bling. Custom bling is where you win shows, by the way. If you're a big car show guy, custom. Win. All right, so we're designing this to work with all bumpers for the Mark IV. So R32, GTI, and Jetta bumpers, all going to work with it. Skid plates, the same thing. They're designed to work on all bumpers, number one, and you can put splitters on all bumpers. It's always a win. So custom look, custom everything. So those are the two big products coming to Pinche Al's garage very soon. Skid plates will be number one, and then custom air boxes will be number two. Now, one thing that, of course, check engine light. Why not? One of the next things that for me, this is like my big thing for me. Okay. I'm a big guy that loves looks, who loves aesthetics. This is no performance at all, no gains in anything, sheerly aesthetic. If you guys go right now on Google, open up a different tab, go on Google and Google Audi TT engine bay. Okay. I want you guys all do that. All you guys that are watching right now, Google that for me, please. Okay. And I want you guys to look Audi TT MK1. I'm sorry, MK1 Audi TT engine bay. Okay, guys, I want you guys to do that, please. And the reason why I'm asking you guys to do this because I want you guys to see, and I want you guys to look at a factory engine bay, nothing aftermarket at all. Now, if you look at the engine bay, it looks super clean. It has a 1.8T, number one. It's the same exact engine that we have in a Mark IV. The only difference is obviously the orientation of the intake manifold and the charge pipe. They're all in a weird location due to the fact that it's all-wheel drive and whatnot. Okay, but look at the plastics. They cover the engine to the point where it looks gorgeous. It actually has a dope look to the engine bay. The plastics complement the engine bay, actually. So for you guys, number one, who don't want to spend all the hundreds and hundreds of hours shaving your engine bay, wire tucking, and all of that, we're going to release a line of products that will do exactly that, shaving your engine bay and complementing your engine bay without doing the shaving and wire tucking process. Okay, think about that. In other words, I made your engine bay idiot proof for shows. Okay, so a lot of you guys are like, shave bay, all that. Yeah, it's dope, but no one's got the time to spend 100 hours sitting there with the grinder, body filler, sanding and painting and all that. No one's got that time sometimes. Sometimes you want something simple. So wait for me, Tiny. Again, if you guys are looking at the Audi TT engine bay, MK1, bear with me, okay? The plastics. We're thinking about the plastics, okay? We're going to design these bolt-on metal plates, okay? Not plastic, metal plates out of aluminum. And these plates are going to cover pretty much the front of the engine bay and the sides. So for you guys who want that really, really clean look without all the work and effort, you're going to get them. Okay. Now these plates are going to cover, again, the sides and the front of the engine. They're going to be a 100% bolt-on, and they're going to come with custom logos and cutouts for your specific idea to your engine bay. So back to the custom airbox, it's going to be modular. Think about that. It's actually going to be modular. So your custom heat shield that's out there, you're like, oh, I don't want an airbox, but I want to make my engine bay look even cleaner. These are going to cover the sides and the front, and they're going to bolt on to your. They're going to bolt on. They're not going. You're not going to have to make new look. You're not going to make. You're not going to have to drill anything. You're not going to have to do anything other than bolt it on. If you guys want that polished look, get the aluminum and just start polishing, and they'll look gorgeous. Or if you guys want that raw finish with the brushed aluminum, you guys got all those choices. You guys can be creative with these items, and they're going to be bolt on again. So it looks super clean, though. Again, if someone gets super creative with those, especially being metal, can make a stock bay look like one of a kind. Exactly. That's the point. The point is that you can hide stuff without putting that much effort, and it just makes it unique and different than every other engine bay out there. Since we got our VR6 now, we have 2 designs going to be coming up for VR6 applications and 1.8T applications. Eventually, I'll probably I have a TDI as well, so we can use it for a TDI. We can design it for a 2.0 for the Mac Mark IV platform. And these are going to be bolt-on. They're going to have dope designs. We're going to give you guys simplified or aggressive. Aggressive meaning, if you guys look at the engine bay, that piece of plastic on the left-hand side that covers the water ball or the coolant tank, instead of just being a plastic plate, it'll go across, and then we'll have like a 90-degree bend underneath it, so it hides all of that. And you look down the engine bay, you're like, okay, I just see an engine. That's going to be dope. Okay, these are going to be items that you guys are going to have a lot of fun playing with them, because they're not just going to be a bolt-on. They're going to be like a bolt-on DIY item, so you can modify them, change them up, and make them work for your application. So these are the really, really big products that are coming out from PTL's Garage that are going to change the Mark IV game for good, I think, and in a good way, to start making Mark IVs fun and creative again, instead of just the cookie cutter builds that I see every day nowadays, unfortunately. I don't mean any disrespect, but it is what it is. You know, you start seeing the same thing over and over and over, and it just gets boring. I'm going to bring a line of products that's going to change that game for everyone, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So now we got all new products. We explained what's going on the delays on the t-shirts. I agree, Tiny. Bags and wheels win shows, unfortunately. Bags, wheels, #built. Right? No one ever looks at all the hours and hours of manual labor here to put one of these together, you know? But who cares? I don't care anymore. All I care about is you guys and what we all can accomplish together and have fun. So now that we're done with all that, right, Tiny? Same here. Don't worry. If you go look at my my display cabinet, I think I have 2 trophies, two or 3 trophies out of like 70 or 200 shows that I've gone to. Monroe, when the video's over, you'll when I post it back up, you'll know. So, all right, guys, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? I got the time. I'm waiting for this stuff. I'm editing a video. I'm multitasking like crazy tonight. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight, huh? What is up? I am open mic, open for conversation. It's not an OnlyFans page. It's a little different. Oh, McDubbin, what are your inputs on my dash? I'm sorry, dude. I didn't see that. Give me a second here. Can you tag me again, or send me the picture? Hold on. Oh, I see it now. Hey, I got a few questions about different. Okay, that's the manifold. This one right here, McDubbin, is that what you're talking about, buddy? The carbon fiber. You got a lot of buttons on here, by the way. A lot of buttons on that dash. Hey. Huh? A little bit more. Why? The transfer, right? Yeah, give me about like another 15, 20 minutes. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting on the koozies already. And get them all done. You know, we got a lot of work to do. Okay. Give me a little bit. I'm almost, we're talking right now. I like it, McDubbin. You put a Mark IV cluster on your Mark II dash. Okay, I can dig it. Not complaining about that. And Ivan, let's talk about your OnlyFans page. LOL. It's not an OnlyFans page. It's what we call a support page. The support page is a little different. And what I mean by it's different, it's for you guys that really want to help the channel grow. Becoming a Patreon helps the channel legitimately grow. YouTube no longer pays for anything. They are literally cutting as many corners as possible to make money off of ads, and it's literally, I make pennies, and I can show you this. Okay, so, and what I mean by I make pennies, think about this. I put, how can I explain? One video, like I just did a video right now for doing the coilovers, doing the installation of coilovers. I don't get sponsored for a lot of the products that we have. Okay, a lot of products come out of my pocket, out of my wallet. Not the money I make off of this, not the money I make off of doing that. It comes out of my pocket. So you guys have to understand that when I buy something for my cars, it's been in savings for months. I don't have a lot of money. And you can see by this shirt, I mean, it's literally faded and cracked. It's ancient. This is a 7-year-old shirt. I think it's probably even older than that. I am what you call normal. I'm above poor. I have okay money. I'm not rich. I'm rich with passion. I'm rich with love. I'm rich with the community and having fun. Okay. All the stuff that I own, years and years of accumulation. Okay, guys? Okay. All right. So that's kind of like what I do things. So Patreon, my wife lost her job. Okay. This is the sob story I'm going to tell you. She lost her job, period. I'm the only one. I'm the only breadwinner now. Okay. I come home, I get off of work, I come home, and I work for another 7 to 8 hours after work. I legitimately work 12 to 14 hours a day. Okay? Think about that. Every single day. I wake up at 8, 9 a.m., go to work, 10 to 6 p.m., from 6 p.m. to like 1 a.m. That is my entire day. In half of it at work, half of it here. You know? Why? Because I want to build a community, I want to build a brand, and I want to build a foundation where we all can be a part of it. That is it. So Patreon, what that does is that you guys go onto the website, you guys pay me $5, $10, or $20 a month. Okay? You guys give me money. Pretty much you're paying for me to do the content. And what that does, because of you guys investing into the content, I was able to buy a Mark IV Jetta, blown motor, of course, for $300. I paid another $86 to go get it towed personally with my wife and my nephew. That happened because of you guys, not because of me. You guys did it. So, what does that mean? That means everybody in Patreon gets a little special something because they chip in. Okay? They chip in for me to go do that over there. Okay? So what they get a video 1 week ahead of time. They get a percentage or a discount from my online store with special codes. They get, some incentive to help me create content for you. That is it. That is what Patreon is. Because Google and YouTube is failing so much on helping the creators create, other companies because Google and YouTube stopped giving us money for all the work and energy for content that we create. This company came up and is like, hey, here's a platform for you to tell people that you can invest into the creator to help them, and that's how Patreon works, guys. You guys work hard for your money, and I'm going to work twice as hard for your guys' money when you give me $5, $10, or $20. I'm going to work even harder. Why? Because you're paying me to do that. Think about it. If my wife was working again, I wouldn't be doing Patreon, period. I just go back to doing what I do. Simple as that. Because my wife's money helped us pay a little bit on the side. I'm trying to not be emotional, so give me a moment. I'm trying to fill myself up. So that is what Patreon is. That's what Patreon does, and that is what we do and how we use it. So I do the best I can on Patreon. I'm going to give you guys sneak peeks of what we're doing on the VR6. No one else gets it. Patreon gets the early releases of everything, and then YouTube, you guys get it a week later. Plain and simple. Don't worry about it. You guys still get it. Even if you guys don't want to become a Patreon, it's okay. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't offend me. It doesn't do anything. It's okay. That's the point of Patreon, is just that you guys are going to get a special little something. Dale, wait, bro, you work and put more work into the projects. You is awesome. Thank you, bro. I cannot even finish my Jetta UTE, and it's been 2 years. I need your energy. Believe me, I need your guys' energy. You don't understand. I have a Corrado, I have a Jetta, and I have a Mark II. My Mark II is 2 years already currently in building, and it's still on a standstill. The Corrado is almost at 2 years, and it's actually being worked on. So, Tiny, again, you don't have to. You can do it every now and then. It's okay, dude. I understand your situation. I understand that we all have lives. We all have, a life. It is. I'm not begging for it. I'm asking for it. And if you can't do it, no dirt off my shoulders, no dirt off of your shoulders. It's okay. Just subscribe, hit the notification. What's going on, Hyper, is weird. Just make sure you subscribe and hit that notification. Spread the word. Tell people about Pinchao's Garage, because Pinchao's Garage is only for you. It's for the people, by the people, period. That's what Season 7 is all about, okay? Season 7 is all about the Outlander having fun, building a super budget-friendly off-road car. The Corrado, building a very expensive, fun 1.8T Corrado, and that we're giving away, by the way. The Corrado is being given away for YouTubers, subscribers, okay? You guys get to win that car. Patreon gets to win the Jetta when we're done building that, and that's going to be super dope. It's going to be just as dope as the Corrado, but a little different. The Corrado, everything I do to the Corrado is my choice. The Jetta, I have no choice on what happens to the Jetta. Patreons have 100% control over the Jetta. I don't have an opinion. I don't have a choice. I just do the work. See how that works? You, the subscriber, the YouTube, the viewer, the Patreon member controls the outcome of the VR6 Jetta. Okay? Period. No more, no less. I just grab my tools and I wrench. And I teach you guys all about how we wrench and how we do it together. So hopefully you guys are definitely enjoying the DIYs on the Jetta. I actually got another DIY coming up. Right, Tiny? I would love a Jetta, but my wife won't let me have one. To this date, Carlene, my wife, will not let me own a Mark IV Jetta for the life of her. I don't know why she won't let me own one. It's so annoying. But she'll let me buy a wagon. It's so stupid. I don't understand. I love her. I have the Outlander. That is correct. But it's not a normal Jetta. It's an off-road machine. It's a whole different scenario. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys what Google pays me per month. Okay. Based off the amount of views, subscribers, and God knows how many minutes you guys are on here. Okay. Because I know a lot of people always ask, oh, but you make money off of YouTube. No, I don't. I make money off of my job. I make money off of parts I sell. I make money off of merchandise. I make money off of everything else but YouTube. Okay? Now, this is current. So this is not accurate. The money that I make off of YouTube fluctuates. It's really odd. So 1 week it'll say I'll be making $150, and then the next week it said I'm making $50. I don't know why, but it's just the way it works. So this is month to date right now. You'll see right here, $109.39. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Right there. $109.39. I have almost 11,000 subscribers, 228,000 minutes viewed, 39.4 thousand views. It's not bad. It's not a bad YouTube channel. You know, it's not the most popular one out there. Never going to be. That's okay. And I only get $100 for that. And that's a baby. That's a big maybe because, again, the way YouTube algorithm and how I get ads support and all that fluctuates. It's not consistent. It's not like, oh, I made $109 right now, and then it's just going to increase. No. What's funny, that $109 goes down and goes up and goes down. I remember 1 month I was making $200. In the last 3 days of my YouTube channel, I didn't post anything at all. And it went to $76 because I had absolutely no views. That was weird. No views at all on the last 3 days. Not a single subscriber. Not a single view, nothing. It was like a zilch dead 3 days. And all that money just went, and then I got $75. Pretty cool, huh? You expect, oh, there's going to be some money in the account. Nothing. Dead, dry, boring. You know? Oh, well. Again, I'm not here to make money off of YouTube. I'm not here to make money off of you guys. I'm here to make money off of experience, learning, and having fun. That's there. But that's the second thing on my mind. My first thing on my mind is making sure you guys learn something. You'd be surprised how many YouTube channels don't care about you guys learning something. And that's why every single day I get questions asked. Hey, how do I times? Oh, here's a good example right here. Where is he? Where is he? Well, Matthew, he just told me about his dash. I love it. Gilbert Lamar, this guy right here. He's sending me photos for the past 2 weeks on how to time his car. And I'm over here walking through them, telling him how to do it, on my spare time, on my off time, or when I'm taking a dump, I'm on there. I'm like, all right, this is what you need to do. Do it like this, do it like that. Okay. And I even video chat with him today around 1 p.m. I will stop what I'm doing to help you because you matter. And that's all that matters. The money that comes with it, in all honesty, I can burn everything to the ground behind me. And as long as you guys are taken care of, that's all that matters to me. I shit you guys not. I don't care for the money. And when people say, oh, you're all about money. No. I've never been about money. Never. I've been about caring. I've been about you guys this entire time. So if you guys don't have any other questions, we're going to call it a night. So please ask some questions right now. Or we're going to cut it out. Facts, he helped me realize that VR was fucked when he was tearing his apart. Yeah, right, Tiny? But if we're not going to have any questions, my wife is signaling me with the signal flares that I got to go do some more stickers. See my machine doing its thing right here. And lanyards. We got a lot of stuff to do. But thank you for tonight. Will you put the time when I actually will have a DIY for the skid plates when they're done. So we're going to have a full... that is correct, Ivan. Fuck Woosty. Yeah, once the skid plates are done and finalized, we will have a DIY on how to install them and show you guys how they look and how everything works. So, for sure. I was showing you some pics of my headliner. I've done mine right after watching your vids. So thank you. Please, She Rides Again. I would love pictures of your guys. If you guys have any photos of stuff that you guys done, I love to share your guys' DIYs. I love to share anything you guys do. It's awesome because I can see that my effort in teaching you guys is rubbing off on you guys and you guys are doing it. Simple as that. So please definitely send me via Facebook, via Instagram, email, all the pictures you guys want. I share them on my YouTube. I share them on Instagram. I share everywhere. Parking lot pimping is coming soon. So watch that out. We want you guys to follow my Instagram page and send me the pictures because we're going to do parking lot pimping again. I loved it. We're going to do it again. So stay tuned for that as well. When you guys see the first post for that, please stay tuned. All right. Yeah, your DIY on the cooling ball deleting power steering relocate helped me too. Awesome, Dale. Love it. All right. You guys have a wonderful night. Peace out. Oh, it just finished. Peace out. Be safe. And as always, if you see another fellow dubber on the road, give him a thumbs up. Respect. All right. And as always, from my family to yours, be safe. Much love. And as always, at Pinchado's Garage, we're going to break, we're going to fix, and we're going to repeat. Shaka, shaka. All right. Shaka. All right, guys. Wonderful day. And, good talking. Good talking. Peace out, everyone.